What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. So, starting off the day here at the game store, I have a lot of eBay shipping to do, and I need to take some more pictures as well. Everything that I have taken photos of for the past, few days, I've got everything posted, and prices on things are crazy right now. We had like 6 disc-only copies of Wii Sports that I took pictures of them to post just along with all the other disc-only stuff that I had, and they sold immediately all to one person for almost double what we sell them for here in the store. And that's a disc-only copy selling for almost double what we sell complete copies for. So I was like, well, we have about 70 copies of Wii Sports, so let me post them up. And I posted them. Every single one has sold. It's crazy. So that's over $1,000 in Wii Sports alone. And so I need to ship all those. Luckily, they 60-ish copies of Wii Sports. All of them sold. There's only 3 or 4 different buyers, I think. And a couple of those buyers each only have 1 or 2 copies. The majority of them are going to one person. So those are going to be really, really easy to ship. I decided to keep 5 for the store, but when I woke up this morning, they were all sold, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth it to keep them for the store when we're selling them for half the price. So I posted up those 5 just this morning. They sold within 5 minutes to the same person. So prices on certain things are crazy. We were selling those Wii Sports for like $25. We only sell them for $12.99 here in the store. I also had some new Super Mario Bros. Wiis, which were disc only. Sold them for the same price we sell complete copies for. That's after shipping, so I sold them for more. We had some disc only Wii Sports Resort, Mario Galaxy, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Just a bunch of stuff that has all sold. It's crazy. So I got to get all this shipping done, and then I'm going to take some more photos while I'm here as well. Then we'll head back home. Abby decided to stay home. We are coming in tomorrow to work. I think noon to 5. Ryan is planning on coming in as well. So we are just going to work on just doing what we're doing, I guess. Maybe tomorrow we'll start taking everything out of the big cabinet here. We got to move all the shelves up a little bit so that we can make room for strategy guides all the way across the bottom. At least that's the plan. We don't know how long we're going to be closed. They're saying they want to try to reopen everything by Easter. That if it does happen is not going to be safe, and we probably will not if it comes to that. I don't think it will, but yeah, we don't know. It could be another month, it could be another 2 months. Nobody really knows at this point. It's the kind of thing that they have to reassess every day. But all I know is these have to go out. And I got to get some stuff done. I'll probably film a little bit more before I leave. But also, I wanted to mention to you guys that I've been talking with a few different store owners about different inventory softwares, and we think that we have one picked out. The one that I'm looking at will allow us to have everything on the website. And it'll all be automatically updated with quantity and prices here in the store. So basically what I mean by that is we have everything is available to buy in the store, and it's also available to buy on the website. If we have one of these posted on the website and we only have one copy and someone buys it in store, it will automatically be removed from the website, or will at least deduct the quantity by 1. I don't know if they'll still show up and just say sold out or what, but I'm very excited about that because we've talked about it before, but going through messages back and forth with everyone to get shipping quotes and to send pictures and tell you guys what we have in stock and all this, it's very, very tedious. And of course we do it because we need the sales and we like being able to sell stuff to you guys. But with the website, everything would be streamlined. You wouldn't even have to contact us for anything in most cases. You could just go to the website, add the stuff to your cart, check out like regular with either a debit card or PayPal or whatever. It would just be like buying anything off of any other website, and it would just be so much easier. Shipping would automatically be calculated, all that kind of stuff. We would get the orders, and we would get the games pulled and shipped out, probably, daily. But that's the plan. We're still looking at it. It is like the inventory software that we have right now was a one-time cost up front. It was expensive, but now we get it for the rest of time, basically. The one that I'm looking at is $100 a month. So it would be a year and 3 months before we've paid the same amount that we paid for this old one. So there's plenty of time in there to hopefully get use out of it before that point to, decide what we're going to do. But I would assume if we switch to a new one, we're going to stick with that new one. It sucks that there's a monthly fee, but at the same time, the added benefit of having the website, I think, would greatly offset that cost. So that's the plan. Don't know exactly when we're going to be doing it. I'm still researching. I'm still talking to people. I think also it works on a Mac, works on Windows, Mac, or an iPad. So things might be changing up here pretty soon. If we could get stuff switched over to the new software before we reopen, that would obviously be the best solution for us, to not have stuff selling while we're switching over. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I know a lot of you guys are excited about us having a website where everything's available. I'm excited too. I want to get it going. But for now, I'm going to work on what I have here, and we'll be heading back home. But yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. It's about time for me to be heading back home. I got the majority of everything shipped. We also had a couple more sales while I was here, both on eBay plus also from our website. We sold a Wii Sports Resort, so I got that shipped out as well. A lot of the stuff that we are selling on eBay right now is disc-only games, and as you guys know, we don't really sell those in store. So a lot of them were just on spindles, and I took them off and took photos, and now have to resurface everything before we can send them out. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have that one I just put in, and then 2 more, and I'll be officially caught up with everything that is sold. So told you guys earlier, we have one guy who made a gigantic order. So he bought all the Wii Sports, including these ones. He also bought 9 disc-only copies of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. We only had 10 posted. One of them sold, and then he bought the other 9. But those Mario games need to be resurfaced. The Wii Sports, luckily, because they came out of the store's inventory, they were already resurfaced, so I didn't have to do those. But I'm finishing up those, and I'm going to be heading home. We're going to ship that stuff tomorrow, because I've also messaged the guy, and I said, or girl, I guess, I don't know, but I messaged them and said, is there anything else you're looking for? Because I have a ton more, and I'm not trying to just like sell everything out of the store, but when you have backstock like this of Wii games, we could definitely afford to maybe sell, 30 or 40 Mario Karts, or, 15 or 20 Mario Galaxies, or 15 or 20 Wii Sports Resorts. So we'll see what he says and see if he's interested in anything else. We also have a ton of Final Fantasies, as you can see. So I'm trying to get some stuff posted, because obviously we need money coming in, but at the same time, I'm not trying to sell everything out of the store. The Wii Sports, that was amazing. Sold them for double what we normally would, and they all sold to one person. That is perfect. However, that's not going to continue happening, because I don't have 50 copies of every game. And the ones that I do have a bunch of copies of, they're popular ones like the Mario Kart Wii, or Mario Kart 64, or Diddy Kong Racing, or Mario World, or Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo. These are not games that I want to be sold out of. Wii Sports, I don't really care that much. It's a cheap game. We had so many copies. Yes, we would sell them here in the store, but it's not like people were asking for them every other day like they do with these other ones. So I posted just a couple other things. I also took pictures of a bunch of remotes I had. So I'm going to be putting those up, and hopefully we make some more sales. I've got, 20 packages here to go out, and then we have a couple bigger ones here that we finished up the other day. But these hopefully are going to be picked up tomorrow. Since we're coming in, we are expecting a very awesome trade-in package tomorrow. And UPS is going to be delivering that. And these are both UPS packages, so they should be able to take both of those for us. And, oh man, you guys are not going to want to miss tomorrow's vlog. It's mind-blowing. So, Abby just texted me, said we need pepper. We do need pepper. We have like a pepper grinder at home, and we need full black peppercorns to refill that thing. So, I guess I'm stopping at Fred Meyer on the way home. We don't need toilet paper, but if they have some, I'm going to grab one, because every store we've been to, I haven't seen any, and eventually we're going to need some. I think we have, like they have like the 12-pack rolls. I think we have like 8 of those 12 left. So hopefully we're good for a while, but I don't know. If they have a pack, I'll buy one. We have some here at the store as well. Last time we bought toilet paper, we bought 1 pack for the store, 1 pack for home. So we should be fine, but people that are going in as soon as they restock and buying all of them makes it hard for people who are not willing to do that to actually get what they need. And it's really stupid and it really sucks. But not much I can do about that. I'm not going to drive around to every store in Vancouver trying to find toilet paper. Unless we, of course, really, really need it. Then I'll put in some more effort. But I think for now we're going to be okay. And looks like our second to last disc just finished up here. Another Mario. So I'm not going to put these last 2 in because these last 2 are really, really bad. They're going to need to go on a 4 or a 5. And that's going to take another 10 minutes to do them both. And I got to go. So I'm going to run to Fred Meyer, get some peppercorns. That's probably all I'm going to buy. Then we'll head back home. So I'm cooking up the steaks that we got the other day at Myers Meats. I had them in the fridge overnight, you guys saw. So it's what they call, what was it, a wet brine or something? Dry brine. So I put the salt on them, put a lot of salt on it, left it in the fridge overnight. It all absorbed into the meat, seasoned it with a lot of black pepper and some garlic powder. I seared them first, and now I'm just cooking them through to make sure it's a perfect medium rare, but it smells so good. I think this is probably the best steak that I've ever made. I put some thyme on there as well, and then I just put all the juices from the pan on top for it to rest for a little bit. Look at that. I think I overcooked it just a little bit, but
eat it.
Flavor's still there.
It's
so
good.
So just like yesterday, I wanted to come into the game room and film something to have like at least somewhat of an interesting title for the video. Some of you guys have been asking for like my top 5 favorite games for other consoles, and I will do those. I just don't want to do them back to back. I kind of want to split it up a little bit, do something a little bit different. This is something that I have never seen someone do in a video. It's kind of like a weird topic. You guys know what it is, but I have 2 items here that I pulled out of the collection that I think are probably the dumbest items that I have. These 2 stupidest items in my collection. And it would be really easy to pick out like a Barbie game or something like that. So I tried to pick something that is not just a bad game. So first, the reason that this is dumb is just because of what it is. Physically, it is kind of a cool little item, but because of what it originally was used for, makes it kind of dumb to have in the collection. But it's a little Pac-Man ghost. It's also a coin bank, kinda. But what this originally is the packaging for a pair of boxers. For Pac-Man boxers. It's got the little sticker on the front there that says it as well. And so this guy just sits on the shelf, and it looks pretty cool. It's, it's got the little slot there, which I think originally it was used, like the hang tab on the boxers went through there so they could hang this on the shelf. I guess you could use it as a bank. I don't think that's what it actually is for, but I don't have the boxers. It's just an empty container here. But I probably found this at the Goodwill outlet and just thought it looked kind of cool, and it just sits on the shelf back there. And I think it does look kind of cool, but the fact that it was originally a container to hold underwear makes it a pretty dumb item, I think. You know, looks cool, like I said, but its intended purpose is kind of weird at the very minimum. But worse than that, this is the dumbest thing. The reason that this is so dumb is because the quality is horrible. It just doesn't even need to exist, and like, if it was going to exist, they should have done a much better job. But this is the plush that came with the 40 Winks Collector's Edition for the N64, which I actually have right here in front of me. 40 Winks was a game that was almost finished for the N64, but it got scrapped. It ended up being released on the PS1. I don't know if there was like a version released on another console or not, but there was supposed to be an N64 version, and it got scrapped. Pico Entertainment, or whatever they're called, they purchased the rights to the game, and they finished it. They made it playable. They did a Kickstarter for it, released the standard version, which I don't know which is which. One of these is the collector's edition, one of them is the standard edition, but one of their stretch goals was to make a plush, and this is the plush that they made. It might not look that bad just from back here, whatever. This is the lowest quality plush I have ever seen. So, first off, the nose. It's so thin that you can see the mustache through it. There's also like a black line right there underneath, which I think that's just like a loose strand of black thread that they just patched over. It's horrible. There are loose strings everywhere, like that. There is stuffing coming out all over the place. But the worst part, this is exactly how I got this in the mail. The whole thing is ripped open along the back seam. And like, look at, there's like, might not be able to see it, but there's a string that goes across right there. It's attached at both ends. There's another loose string right there. I already trimmed a bunch of loose strings off of this when I first got it because it was even worse. But, I mean, just look at that. That's so bad. Like, first off, there's no reason for this to exist, but like, if you want to put it as a stretch goal, I guess that's kind of cool, but if you're going to do it, why do it like this? Why make the worst possible version of a plush that you can make? Why not just make it better? Like, it doesn't make sense to me to have a stretch goal on a Kickstarter where you're going to make a plush, which, if done right, could be extremely cool. This is kind of a cool little character design. It's like a little clock guy. And, you know, this would be cool if it was high quality. But this is, like, worse than the type of plush you'd get from, like, the carnival or something. It's so bad. And, like, they used white thread for the majority of it? I don't even understand. So, all throughout here, it's white thread. You can see the white stitching, which already is not great. Down here, it's all white. At least the colors should match. But on the back here, look at those threads. They're pink. It doesn't even make sense. It's white down here, white up here, pink right here, which leads me to believe that probably this whole section was pink, which, I mean, why? Why is it pink, for one? But just why? And I'm not the only one that got them like this. Everyone that got these was like, okay, this is a horrible piece of crap. And, like, there's loose strings everywhere. It's just so bad. I really don't understand it. Like, this looks homemade. And I know that it wasn't. There's a tag up here, which, this isn't even a tag, it's a sticker. There's the sticker tag. It says, it doesn't even say made in Mexico, it says Hencho en Mexico. This is the worst thing in my collection. Lowest quality item that I own. And what's really funny is that when this game came out, like, the Kickstarter had ended and the game came out, and for whatever reason, people people were paying ridiculous amounts of money for the stuff on eBay, and the plush was selling for like $40 or $50, which is crazy. And I should have sold mine. It also came with, I don't have it with me, but it came with a controller as well, like a branded controller for the game. And all they did was take like the Tommy or the Tomy controller, whatever it is, I don't think that's the right brand. Whatever it is, they took some like generic third-party controller. It's like a clear purple version, and they just put a tiny little logo on it. So, I mean, it's a third-party controller. You're not going to make it any better by putting a little logo on there. But as you can tell, my versions of the games are both still sealed. I have no desire to open these. If I want to play the game, I'll just play the PS1 version, because I'm pretty sure I already have that one. But I primarily just wanted these for the actual games, just to have them in the collection. And even these, like, the seals are horrible. You can see it's like they're really cheap. There's like 2 giant holes right here. But yeah, those are probably the 2 weirdest or two stupidest, dumbest items in my collection. But I'm curious to know, what are some of your guys' dumbest items in your collection? I kind of walked around the room a few times to try to pick some stuff out to film. Now that I'm sitting here, I remembered I also have like the Mario Campbell soup. I have all the different like label variants of that, which is pretty dumb as well. But I was having a hard time picking stuff out that is like there's stuff that I don't think is super cool, but it's not necessarily dumb. These items I think are pretty dumb, but I still enjoy having them in the collection. I think they're kind of funny, but I'd really like to know what some of your guys' dumbest items are. See if you can top the horrible 40 Winks plush with the giant rip on the back. And like I said, this is how I got it in the mail. Like, when I opened the box, it was like this. That didn't happen after I got him. So let me know in the comments, what are your dumbest items in your collection?